What's up nerds, Heartless here, and in today's video I'll tell you guys why you should bother summoning Ghaz'Ranka and how to do it. Ghaz'Ranka is an optional boss in zul'gurub that drops some really cool items. Those items are going to be the main reason your raid will bother summon him to begin with. The second reason to bother is that he actually gives a hefty amount of reputation, 100 to be exact, upon death. So with those two things in mind, items and rep, it becomes quite obvious that summoning him on a regular basis is something every raid should be doing. So what are those items I keep mentioning? Well, in total, Ghaz'Ranka drops 5 items. Those are the Forer's Eye Patch, Ned Pagle's Fish Terminator, Ned Pagle's Broken Reel, Teagle's Harpoon, and Tome of Polymorph Turtle. Of those 5 items, there are really only 2 items worth mentioning. 3 if you really insist on Forer's Eye Patch, which, while is good, isn't quite the best for any class out there. Really, it's the latter version of Crown of Destruction. Tome of Polymorph Turtle, on the other hand, is something you should definitely farm for your mages. There's no special reason for it other than that it's unique, and oftentimes that's good enough reason. In my guild, we've been killing Ghaz'Ranka every raid, and so far we've been lucky, getting the book each kill, and as we know, happy mages means happy raid. But really, the reason you want to kill Ghaz'Ranka is the trinket, Ned Pagle's Broken Reel. Now, upon first look, you might think to yourself, this trinket is decent caster trinket, is it not? Perhaps for warlocks. And you wouldn't be wrong, except this isn't quite the reason you want to farm this boss. There's one more role that can benefit from spell hit, that isn't a caster. Sounds weird, right? But it's true. You see, Taunt for tank druids and warriors is actually a spell. Therefore, it falls under the spell hit penalty, as in it has a 60% chance to get resisted. This is super important for fights that require tank swapping, like on the 3 drakes in Blackwing Lair, where you want your off tank to taunt the wing buffet so that your main tank doesn't lose threat. Later on, this will become super important in fights like the 4 Horsemen in Extremas, where constant tank swapping will occur. In the case of our drakes, equipping this trinket will reduce the chance for your off tank to have his taunt resisted to 6% for about every second wing buffet, which will translate into significantly less chance for any kind of shenanigans to happen in the fight. Ultimately, while on the surface this looks like a caster trinket, this is actually a really good situational trinket for tanks. So good, I would say, that they should in fact get priority for this trinket. And come tier 3 with the 5% taunt hit from set bonus, tanks that have this trinket will look at a measly 5% chance to have their taunt resisted in fights where it's extremely important. So all of this is good and well. This boss drops a cool tome for mages, a pretty sick trinket for tanks, but how do we summon him? To summon Ghaz'Ranka, you will need Mudskunk lore and 5 Zulian Mudskunk. The Mudskunk lore is an item that you can buy off Ned Pagle in Dustwallow Marsh. You can unlock it after completing Ned Pagle's Measuring Tape, which is an item you obtain after opening a battered trackle box in Pagle's Point, a small area with a torn hut and some chairs and jars, just south of where High Priestess Arlok is. You loot the box, start the quest, deliver the quest to Pagle, and you are now able to buy the lore for 1 gold apiece. The lure isn't unique, so you can easily buy several, saving you the trip there each time. The Zulian Mudskunk you obtain by fishing in muddy churning waters in zul'gurub. For that, you will need at least 350 fishing skill, though the higher the skill, the less likely for the fish to get away, and since there are limited amount of places to fish this fish from, I'd really recommend to fish with at least 380 total skill. Alternatively, you can simply buy both the lure and the fish from the auction house, though depending on your server, prices might be high. So you've got the lure and the fishes, what's next? Simply go back to Pagle's Point, go near the water and click the lure. It will load 5 fish into it and throw it in the water. After about 10 seconds, Ghaz'Ranka will appear and your raid will be able to engage him. As a fight, Ghaz'Ranka isn't very difficult. Even without special positioning, most raids will be able to simply zerk him down. Just be mindful of when your tank gets knocked into the air, that's when your off tank should go and pick the boss up, and that's pretty much it. Summoning Ghaz'Ranka is a very easy and simple process. That, together with the loot being really good, kinda makes it a no-brainer, when your guild asks if you should bother with him. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.